Hello everybody and welcome to round number 14 of the Sunoco Elite Series Season 2. We are here at Kansas Motor Speedway for another exciting 67 laps around here. Last time we were here, Alexander Rowe took out the win and he's here today and looking very strong. On the pole here today is Max Anderson getting a pole this season. He's been looking very strong this season, along with especially this race in practice, but definitely wasn't the fastest in practice. That goes to Paul Jackson, but we'll get to him in a minute, alongside Roman Rahal, which this should be, if I'm correct, the best start for him all season long. Row 2 is Kansas's reigning champion, Alexander Rowe, alongside his teammate Vance Caldwell. In row 3, we have another Red Stallion car, Aiden Shepard, whose season hasn't been going the best, but even though he missed qualifying for the Mid-Ohio main events, he's trying to make it up here today. He starts 5th, alongside William Brock, the first WBM car on the grid. WBM hasn't looked amazingly strong, but they could do good here today nonetheless. On row 4, we have got Adam Vincent, who has one win here already, one win in this season at Portland, alongside his teammate and third in points, Jackson, who won practice. The top 3 in points, like I mentioned at the end of Mid-Ohio, top 3 in points only separated by 44, so this is going to be an essential race. And in row 5, we have another Red Stallion car, Zach Smith, alongside Sebastian Torres. They are missing Duncan, who had a bad qualifying. Will start at the back of the field. Dodd had a bad qualifying. He starts at the back of the field as well. The other 2 points contenders, Constance and Fitzwater right here. They're row 6 and row 7 on the outside, so they are 12th and 14th. They have a while to go before they can make it to the front. Sorry about that, I had to reset the start. Collins did not get going, and you know the rules, so it's going to be Max Anderson leading him down to the green flag here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Green flag is out at Kansas. Pretty even off the start between Rahal and Anderson. This is the chance that Red Stallion is going to get, probably their last chance, but Rowe's going to jump down, because Red Stallion is in threat of going to rank C, and that's the last thing they want. Here comes Aiden Shepard for 3rd, and maybe 2nd. Getting a little scary off this start. As we look through the back of the pack, as said, Duncan has a long ways to go. Dodd has a long ways to go. There's been theories, it's kind of coincidental that these two ended up together, because there has been talk about CJ Racing being bought out by Duncan, but that is unsure. There's been a lot of news through the pack. Rob Mooney made a team, or his crew made a team, as they're going to be Money Motorsports next season, starting in rank D. Good job to them. Out of all this shaking up, though, Benoit is going to be right back where he was this season. Rank C, Honda on Trailblazer. Team owner. So good for him. It has been confirmed that there was a trade that went through. Lorenzo Log has moved to Epic Motorsports next season in the 14 car. So this will be his last season. Oh, wreck in the back. Oh, this is fairly early. Usually we'd think we'd see it around lap 10, but there has been a wreck, and Alexander Rowe going to lead them back. Let's see who else is leading them. I saw a pretty hard hit, but I'm hoping everyone's all right. It's going to be Shepard and Rahal, 2nd, 3rd, Vincent, and then Anderson. What happened? His Rookie of the Year chances seem to be going out the window, as Pinocchio Young would run wide in 3 and 4 and would get a lot of help here. He'd hit there, hit the 82, come back, hit the 7 and the 99, and would clip Mooney. Mooney into the wall, Mooney upside down. Mooney would be driving away. Young would drive away. Everyone drove away from this incident. Stu Cole would drive away, but would drop out from damage. Lots of crazy hits there. and overall, a little scary, but we're good, and we're going to go back to green. We'll be back. Alright, here we go. Who's going to come into the pits? The first cycle looks like everyone's in. No one wants to miss out on a chance for tires. Mooney's in. He looks like he's going to be able to continue. Row down pit lane though. Shepard looking behind. Who's going to take 2 tires? Who's going to take 4? And who's just going to take fuel? So now everyone's getting into their pit stalls. Looks like we're going to have some people with tires. Alright, everyone's on their pit stalls. Looks like 4 tires and fuel for everyone. Rowe first, Shepard second, Vincent third, Anderson fourth, Johan fifth, Rahal sixth, Caldwell seventh, Fitzwater eighth, Rock ninth, Monaco 10th. Did anyone stay out? No, so it will be Alexander Rowe leading it back to the green flag at the place where he took his win last season. They're going to be chased by Aiden Shepard. We'll be back. No lap cars, so no lap car trouble. It was Rahal, Young, and Mooney who would drop out. Mooney did end up dropping out. Fuel leak for Young ended up being the main problem. So we're gonna go back green. Alexander Rowe, green flag. Ken Shepard get the distance to be able to close it. But, oh, Vincent's going to try to take the position anyway. He's going to try to take his position and go after Rowe. Vincent and Rowe. Vincent used to be on Team Flame. He's come a long way from where he started, and he just got overtaken by the car Rowe drove last season. But it was the 31 last season. It was changed to the 41. There's Anderson now taking second, and Johan Arndt in third. With Young out of contention, could Johan Arndt take over Rookie of the Year position? But so far the story for Rookie of the Year has been Clever Haas, having it be Johan Arndt and Pinocchio Young fighting for that spot. Constantine in pit road! Oh, seems to be possibly a tire loose. And for the reigning champion, this is worst case scenario. Well, no, worst case scenario was getting involved in that initial wreck. But, oh, bad luck, as Vincent's going to come around to lap him. We'll see what's wrong. Yeah, it was a vibration. Angel has a vibration. Angel's in pit road. Looks like a lot of people rushed it to get out of pit road as fast as possible, and that's going to cost them. Even though you want to be fast on a pit stop, you don't want to rush the pit stop, or that something like that's going to happen. Anderson, though, still in third. Still a strong day out of Max Anderson so far, fourth. Apologies. Still fourth, lap 13 out of 67. There's Constantine out of pit road. It was confirmed it was a tire vibration. So he's going to come out a lap down in front of his championship rival, or behind his championship rival. As for their other championship rival, Jackson's in 12th, doing very well for WBM and making him proud. As his momentum continues, here comes Max Anderson for third, maybe second, but he has to hesitate. Now Anderson's going to get an ally behind him. That's Carson Bowers, two-time winner in the series so far. As Carson has been looking very strong this season, just a little inconsistent. Some crashes here and there, but Carson Bowers nonetheless is a very strong car. It has not been confirmed whether he is or isn't returning to Fitzwater Australia Racing next season. But Max Anderson has been confirmed to return to that 43 car next season. So Anderson should be very happy that he still has a good ride at rank A. Carson now is going to start fighting for it. But it already has been fully confirmed that PJ Karenko will be losing his rank A ride at Fitzwater Australia Racing and has a possibility of moving to a rank B or another rank A ride, as WBM has been open and is still completely open. There's been nothing confirmed for WBM so far this season. So WBM is still an open book and still waiting. As right now, Vincent and Rowe's former car. Technically it's not, but it's the ride he had. Instead of the 41, it was the 31 like I said, but oh, Rowe has to back off there. It's not too easy to make a pass here, except if you're Carson Bowers. Here comes Carson Bowers for second. No, but he's going to even have to back off. Carson Bowers, I believe, won at Pensacola earlier this season. If I'm correct? Was it Pensacola? I'm not sure. I'd have to go look back on that. But Carson Bowers has been very, very strong this season, like I said. And now that we're here at Kansas, he's a very high speedway-based car and driver. He's a very good speedway driver. And if he doesn't end up in rank A, I could definitely see him going to Red Stallion at most. Or, yeah, at least going to Red Stallion. I couldn't see him going any lower. Very, very strong speedway car. Now Vincent still up front. Carson Bowers now hunting behind. It's WBM, Epic Motorsports, and Fitzwater Australia Racing top three. Then it's Fitzwater Australia Racing, William Brock Motorsports, and CJ Racing, which may get sold out to Duncan's crew. Who Duncan started in the rear, making up a lot of position. Dodd as well. Here is Constantine. Still not running very fast, so Constantine may be in big trouble in this championship if he doesn't do anything about it. Then again, so is Fitzwater. The only person who's not in trouble here is Jackson, who may be in a position to take the points lead. 44 points is not a lot anymore. It's not like Fitzwater had a 100-point deficit. No, it's down to 19 points, I believe, down to Constantine, and 44 back to Jackson. So he has no room to spare. Now Monaco, he's trying to prove his place on WBM. He's in fourth now, trying to go for third. Looks like he's going to get it done. And Monaco to third. That gives another WBM car a podium. In that first ever 1-2-3, which was back at Portland between WBM cars, Monaco was the only WBM car that was not included in that 1-2-3. So he has a lot to prove. And I mean a lot. But Carson Bowers trying to come back on Monaco. Monaco has been one of the more dedicated guys to this series. He's been here since the original series hosted by our crew up here, the Amsler Elite Series, which ended only after a few races because of some problems. He was there as well. He had an injury at Pirates Motorsports Park. Came back for season 1 of Sunoco and has been looking strong ever since. Very happy that he's here along with his brother. His brother's been here since Amsler, but he got the short end of the stick. He's down with Spark Auto Racing, which has been confirmed that Spark Auto Racing will not continue. And it looks like Constantine, another problem. What happened? It looks like it may be a crash. So let's see what happened with Constantine. Oh, more problems for the reigning champion. Oh, and a hard hit to Demax. Demax now has more problems. Constantine has more problems. And it looks like Constantine's championship's hopes are slowly fading away. Bad luck for the reigning champion. But as we head back live, Eric Monaco made the move for second on his teammate, and now he's going to dive low on Rowe, do what his teammate couldn't do. And Eric Monaco taking over Alexander Rowe's lead. Monaco, new leader. Looks like Rahal's going to return. Not Rahal. Demax is going to return to the track, which is good. Like to see him return. There's John Arndt having a decent season. And, oh, here comes Carson Bowers and Max Anderson. Not far. Fitzwater Australia Racing. Right now the battle in Constructors is between Epic Motorsports and WBM. But Fitzwater Australia Racing doesn't seem to be too far. So if they want to hunt after Constructors, they need to start making position. Here's Alexander Rowe again, now on Monaco, and Vincent, now your leader. But here comes Rowe for the lead, going to try to make it 2-for-1. But Vincent's going to lead that lap. Here is Anderson, here is Bowers, and here is Pericles. As Anderson now in the 4th position, looking at Monaco for a position. He's going to slip low on Monaco. Looks like he's still going to be 4th. That time around, there he goes. He's got the move on Monaco. As now top 3, Epic Motorsports, WBM, and Fitzwater Australia Racing back to 3rd. And it looks like they're going to go to 4th as well and bring Pericles to 5th. Nick Pericles' first season went pretty well, and he came back in season 2, hasn't been performing. Now he's finally starting to kick it up. Right now he's 6th and going for 5th. Pit stops may be an issue soon, but not a huge issue. Did we see... No, we saw Jackson. Okay, Jackson's closing in on this pack now. Oh, Morandi! Morandi holds up Vincent. And Rowe. And Anderson. This closes everyone! We're now forming a pack! Anderson and Rowe losing spots one by one. Trainer and... Oh! Anderson below the apron. Pericles below the apron. Another hit for Pericles. Amazing. No! And around goes Caldwell. He's slow. I don't think they're calling the yellow for that. He's very slow, but I don't think they're going to call the yellow for that. No. Caldwell looking very slow. And another Epic Motorsports car's day goes horribly, horribly wrong. And that should be day for Caldwell. Lorenzo logs in pits. Actually, this should be pit stops now, actually. Yeah. We're seeing legit pit stops. There's Duncan coming out of pit road. He's the first one to come out of pit road. And everyone's in. Alright. Under green. Green flag pit stops. Here we go. Vincent, your leader. Monaco in his pit stall already. Carson Bowers in his. Brock's made up a few percent. Oh! Contact between... Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh, that's not going to be fun at all. Vincent. It looks like there's a tire rub, so they're going to have to bump out a lot of that damage, too. Oh, Vincent. That just ruined Vincent's day. There goes Brock. Nope. Bowers takes it out of pit road. A lot of people lap down, but that's because of pit stops. Looks like Gerard Aron's going to get his lap back. DeMax is going to get a lap back. Owens is going to get his. Trainer is going to get his. Paulson's going to get his. And Carson Bowers is now your leader about halfway through this race. And his teammate not far back. There's Fitzwater, maybe third? No, Brock's going to be third. John Arndt fourth. Very impressive. John Arndt. Fifth, Ray Hall. Sixth row. As Fitzwater seems to be a lap down. Sixth row. Seventh, Duncan. Wow, William Duncan started in the rear. And now William Duncan is now up at the front. I don't see the 40 car. Where is the 40 car? 28th. This stops the championship in its tracks. As there's a lot of time to make up for now. WBM's Jackson, he may have got damage he needed to bump out. Lots of bad pit stops here and there. Barandi very slow. Looks like he may have to come in. Smith just trying to drive around him, but he won't come in. Not very good when it comes to safety. Dodd, a good day. He started near the rear, has in 19th now. Darren Weber in 18th. He's trying to run the best race he can, and so far, it's not going too bad. Darren Weber currently last in points when it comes to all the main drivers, but like said, he's behind some of the one-off drivers. This could be a recovery day for him. Vincent, still in pit road. Could it have been worse than it seemed? Aiden Shepard 14th. Is it still Red Stallion having a decent day? Angel back in pit road. Angel's day not going well. Fitzwater trying to fight to get back on the lead lap. Right now, top three: Carson Bowers, PJ Karenko, and William Brock. William Brock running some fast. Oh, slowing down. Pericles trying to get his lap back now. Pericles was at the front before the pit stops, but he may have had a problem, and now he's in the back. Looks like this may go to William Brock, though. John Arndt having more of a fantastic day than we thought. He was in 12th before the pit stop, but because he had an absolutely blazing fast pit stop, he's ended up in 4th. This would be John Arndt's best career finish. Roman Rahal having a good day. Not his best finish, obviously, because he has 2 wins to his career. Michigan Season 1, and then... well, it's Michigan Season 1, and after Michigan Season 1, it was Toddering Season 2. There is Roush. Now putting Team Flame on the grid to be actual good team so far this season. But it seems that Brock has gotten ahead. Brock is really fast, and it looks like something isn't clicking out of Carson Bowers. As now this becomes a game of how can you deal with lap cars, as Carson Bowers is going to deal with the low speed he's got right now, but he's going to come up right back onto Brock. Maybe use him as a drafting partner. Here are a lot of the tail end of lead lap cars. Jackson from 28th has already made his way up into the top 25 again. He's in 23rd. Jackson realizes he has a lot to go, and he has a lot of time to make up in this championship, along with the threat of William Brock not far behind. But Ron No mercy out of Gerard Aron. He needs to go. As already been confirmed, another thing, Gerard Aron moving to Clover Haas next season as the team leader, replacing Lorenzo Log. So good job out of Gerard Aron getting a good ride next season. Now what Jackson needs to do is he needs to split and he needs to catch someone like Benoit. He's in 22nd now. He may end up cracking the top 20 by the end of this. But now it's a game. Run away from your team owner. Oh. How merciful will Gerard be toward Brock? Not at all. Gonna be able to get past him. Here's Collins now. And he's gonna get him too. Brock is just so fast right now. Carson Bowers trying to match. Jackson running relatively decent laps compared to Benoit Ravine, who's running 28.4s compared to the 27.7s out of Jackson and the 27.4s out of Brock. Here comes Brock on his teammate to put him a lap down. And Jackson, big points contender, now being put a lap down. That's our last points contender, put a lap down. This is pretty much saving the championship for some people. This is putting their championships at a higher hope. Arndt has a better chance now in the championship. Rowe especially has a higher chance in this championship now. Everyone, Duncan, Roush, Anderson, Shepard, everyone's getting their chance in this championship now. Everyone. As this championship now is changing up because after Konstantin's original problem has put him now 2 laps down with his teammate Caldwell. And then that pit stop ruined Fitzwater and Jackson's day. As Brock's already got around Benoit Ravine. Benoit Ravine won main event 2 at Mid-Ohio last week. So he's got some momentum, but it's just that it's a speedway. His cars don't perform on a speedway, so he's just going to have to sit back, relax, and let Jackson go. It's his only choice. He's got to just hang on and just try to gain keep as many spots as possible. But the problem is with Jackson is he's got no mercy because this is a spot that he needs to keep. Oh, this holds up Carson Bowers a lot, giving Benoit Ravine a chance to run, giving Jackson a chance to run, and pushing Bowers back into... Oh, Brock's held up! Brock's held up massively! That's a lot of time! Jackson back to the lead lap. Benoit Ravine back to the lead lap. What are you doing, Brock? Get down! There he goes. Carson Bowers not far. Karanko and Pericles not far. Now how will they have to deal with Caldwell? Same way. He's going to try 3 wires. He's just going to stick behind his teammate and help him get past. He's going to help his teammate here. And he's going to make the move. Just going to give him a little bit of mercy there. Usually the rule is no mercy. But right now it's his teammate who is high in championship points. He doesn't want to throw that away for his team. So I think he's going to take the risk of putting himself out of a winning position just to help Jackson be able to keep himself going, but he can't do it for long. The longer he does it, the more the others close up, because Jackson just does not seem to be very fast. He's decently fast. I'm going to say that. He's decent. Konstantin back in pit road. That's just crushing for him. Rowe in the top 5, or 6th now, Rahal. Roman Rahal. Who else down here? I remember Darren Weber had a decent spot going. A caution.
would save a lot of these people. That's for sure. But right now, that's not what's happening. Right now, Duncan, from dead last, having an absolutely phenomenal day in 8th. That would break the record that Fitzwater set for most time made up from rear. Fitzwater made it up to 10th at Sonoma. Duncan right now is up to 8th. Oh! Caution! Brock! Big incident! Between the leaders! What happened? I told you guys a caution would save a lot of people, but it didn't save CJ Racing as they would be fighting. DeMax did not see Tauger there. That was just a miscommunication there between him and his spotter. But Brock would have nowhere to go, would try to escape, and would slam the back of him, would slam Carson Bowers, and everyone would get collected. Most of the leaders would get collected. Arndt's involved, Karenko's involved, Brock's involved, Fitzwater's involved. This is the big one, folks. And when I mean big one, this one is massive. They're still collecting. Vincent slides to avoid. Isn't able to. This is an absolutely ginormous wreck. No huge hits, so it looks like everyone's going to be alright. But Shepard's involved. This changes the game. And who does this put in the lead? Rowe. This could put Rowe back in a back-to-back winning position here at Kansas, who would be the first ever to do it. We'll be back. Because of that absolutely ginormous wreck, this puts a lot of people back on the lead lap, surprisingly. Roush is second. Anderson's third. Lorenz is fourth. Turbo's fifth. Arndt is sixth. Finguy's seventh. Weber's eighth. Thomas is ninth. And Jackson is 10th. This absolutely saved some people. But it hurt a lot of others as the field just got destroyed. We'll go look at that wreck one more time after this. But Alexander Rowe, 5 laps to go this time around. Can he pull it off? Roush already trying. Caldwell, like mentioned, he's very slow. After what happened to him, he has so much damage. Team Flame Racing is in the best position they have been in all season long right now. And while they're making up position, good job at Benoit. Anderson up in the third now. Constantine just trying to play spoiler, but because he's kind of slow on track, he's not amazingly slow like Caldwell, but he's still not up to speed. He's going to have to let some people by. Like Finguy and Arndt. Finguy aren't having good days. But now, it's a manhunt now. How long can Rowe hold out, and how fast is Roush really? 3 laps to go. And Alexander Rowe may be going back to back at Kansas. Last season, it came down to the wire between 3 people. I believe Finguy was one of them back then. And Rowe was able to take it out and win at Kansas. Now, 2 laps to go. Alexander Rowe may go back to back. I think Roush pit. That's it. That's game. Unless Rowe pits, that is game. Or he runs out of fuel, which I doubt. 1 more lap to go. White flag for Alexander Rowe. After a chaotic race, the pit stops changed everything. And it looked like it was going to be Brock, but a big wreck costed them all. And out of all this, the people with the best avoiding skills got through. And now, around the last corner. And Alexander Rowe is going to go back to back at Kansas. He wins the round of Kansas. Johan Arndt going to take his best finish in second. Torres still third. Finguy fourth. Jackson actually pulls a top 5. Six had to be Carson Bowers there. Good job out of Carson. Still a good day. And Darren Weber, P7. That is the best position a rank D has gotten all season long. Ryan Monaco takes 8th as well, saving their seasons and their teams. This is going to shake the championship massively because of that big one. A lot of the big contenders got involved there. Let's go look at that wreck one more time. On board with William Brock through this incident. He had the lead. He had the win in the bag. But just that wreck up ahead really just nailed. He really had not many places to go there. And so many people sliding to avoid. Oh, hard hits for everyone. But we already know that everyone has been cleared. Even through all this, everyone was cleared from the medical center. That was a crazy incident at Kansas. That is probably the biggest incident at Kansas I think I have ever seen. And out of all that, it looks like Alexander Rowe was the big beneficiary. Roush had to pit on that restart, still ends up in a top 10 position, but it ended up all that. Oh my. Amazing job out of that brigade. Let's go look at your final finishing results. So it's Alexander Rowe taking the win, as only 6 people ended up on the lead lap after that big incident. Other than that, the race was great. Other than that big incident at the end that really shaked things up. Johan Arndt gets second. I believe that's ties his best finish, if I'm correct. Sebastian Torres third. Finguy fourth. Jackson fifth. Carson Bowers sixth. Darren Weber seventh. Ryan Monaco eighth. Scott Roush ninth. And Lorenzo Log 10th. Some other names up here who did a good job. As sadly, we thought Red Stallion was going to have a great day, but literally that wreck, I believe, took out every single one of their members, which crushes their hopes and their souls right now. But what can you do in an incident like that? That was just a massive incident. Look at all the people involved. That's from DeMax up, as Vincent did end up retiring from that incident on pit road. It looked like maybe there was some internal problem more. But all these people got involved, all big names in the championship. Fitzwater is a huge name in that list. Constantine still ends up with a top 25 finish, but a top 5 for Jackson may have just gotten him the points lead. And with Fitzwater dropping out, this may have just given Jackson most laps counted. So this was an absolutely gigantic day for Jackson through chaos in that wreck. Because like I said, other than that wreck, it wasn't that chaotic. The pit stop mixed things up, but that's because some people just had horrible pit stops, loose wheels, because everyone was trying to get out of pit road as fast as they could. But that wreck just, oh my. Like I said, everyone got out of the medical center. Some people more shaken up than others. But everyone has been cleared that they will be able to race next season. Bumps and bruises here and but everyone seems to be okay. And out of all this, the Honda team, Trailblazer, great day. Surprisingly, 18th, 19th, and Tauger in 15th. They're missing Gerardo Ron, who I believe dropped out in that incident. 34th. They lost one of the members. Paulson ends up 35th because of that incident. Dodd started good, but yeah, you see Duncan, Rahal, Smith there, and Shepard. So all 4 of them dropped out in that incident. Shepard still 23rd. Not an amazing day, but through all that chaos, congratulations, Alexander Rowe. He goes back-to-back at Kansas. Last season and this season, he takes them both. Johan Arndt may have just been given Rookie of the Year position, but next time we're going to Homestead to finish out the American races. which Homestead last season finished with Constantine getting that. So statistically speaking, whoever won Homestead wins the championship if you want to go down that road. But same for Road America, and Jackson was in that position. Looks like maybe Road America's curse is going to come true here again. Jackson looks like he may win the championship. So congratulations to Rowe, winning the race, his first race of the season, and giving himself a reputation going into Season 3. And we'll see you guys at Homestead. Ciao.